to do one of two things: talk to the members that are done for the day and ask them what the difference is. Help them. They will help you. The members that are done for the day will help you. Isn't it kind of a weird coincidence that everybody that went to boot camp is done for the
He's
day
done for the
already?
day. Yeah, just call it coincidence if you want. Yeah.
Is that oh, it's just a coincidence. That's all. Everybody that went to boot camp's done for the day. Hmm. Interesting coincidence. There you go.
Hey, y'all gonna make me step up my game. Jeez.
Oh,
I
only a
don't know.
$1,000 day for win today. I
Don't know if I
mean,
can.
sorry, a $5,000 day.
I don't know if I can hang with these guys anymore. I don't think we charged enough for that boot camp.
No, we're charging more next time, people. Charging more
Price is
next
going up.
time.
Maybe we should charge. We should get a percentage of what they make after boot camp.
No, after boot camp, we're gonna start taking a
Just
percentage of your cut.
percentage of your cut. When is the next one,
Jerry,
Jerry?
we usually wait. We're gonna wait about a quarter, so it'd be probably first quarter
The
next
year.
year,
Yeah.
November, December. Yeah, probably first quarter.
We did not record boot camp.
Nope, that's the whole reason for boot camp. Don't record it. It's in person, live,
It's pretty intensive.
hands on. Yeah, it'd be impossible, almost impossible to record what we're
Yeah, it
actually doing
wouldn't.
with the
It
personal
wouldn't.
internet.
It
Yeah,
wouldn't work.
that would be virtually impossible to do.
It was rated R.
It was
I don't
very.
know. With Lulu around, it could have got a lot worse than that.
All right, guys, I got to step away for a second. Again, news in 2 seconds. You guys know how to trade the news. Switch to sim. Everybody sim. Practice the news trade. Don't take the first reaction. Take the second reaction. I'll be right back in 2 seconds. If that was behaving, Lulu, then I don't want to see you not behaving.
I was gonna say, geez.
If that was behaving, yeah, that's what you consider behaving.
All right,
I want to see the other side of that.
15
All right, let me step
seconds.
away for.
15 seconds.
Yeah. Well, I'll hang through the news for
That's
a
me
minute with
too.
you
I got
guys.
to go see Man About a Horse, but I'm gonna wait.
I know.
I'm
Bad
gonna wait.
too. Here's the news. Oh, not yet. Yeah,
Yeah, that's the news.
here's the news. Do the consumers have confidence? Holy cow. Why are the orders so dry right now? What is going on here? It's going to be an explosion here in a
It's
second, guys.
muted.
Sell stops in. Sell stops in. There's going to be a big move here in a
Below
second.
this pivot.
I mean, the orders just dried up out of nowhere.
I see that.
I was wondering what was going on with that.
You talking about? You're looking at the tape too.
Yeah. We're done for the day. We moved the market. Oh man, even when we get to 1,000 members, that's gonna be hard to do. Told you guys, sell stops in. I don't know if anybody followed that, but love it, love it. Isn't it great that you can be done for the day before a big news event and sit back and chill and be happy with what you got?
Well, Damien, when he said it, it was right around the pivot.
Yeah, and it was right around
Well,
on the YM. He was looking at Y.
I
Damien's on
was
the
look at the
YM.
YM. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, it was right around 904.
Yeah.
Looking at this little retracement here on the YM, Damien, at look at 954. That little bar, red bar at 954.
All right. I will be right back.
You saw that little move there. Yes, battling his own. YM battling the pivot right now. Below that, guys, Stay on the short side. Hey, how did your coach know that it was going to be a trend change day? Oh, we already said it earlier. Never mind. And if you break below this area, guys, you got all the way down to on the ES. You get below this little area here, you can get down to possibly even around 41.60. You probably, if you break this zone on the ES, you got another 10 points. You can go pretty easy. If it breaks it, if it breaks this area, YM. If you get below this area, there's another little support area down here. If you get below the pivot in the zone there on the YM, you could easily get to 787. And then you start looking at what? Start looking at your daily plan. Where do you want short heavy below? Where do you want to be long heavy above? Start looking at your daily plan now, guys. 62. Yeah, there you go, stretch. That's good. That's a good number. 62 is probably a good number if it breaks this zone on the ES. If it breaks the pivot on the YM, it's probably going to push through that zone as well. Still not a ton of orders out right now. It's just keeps bouncing back and forth between no orders and some orders. That's indicative of a pretty good sized move on its way. So usually you get a decent little pop when the orders dry up. And then, ooh, you guys want to do that today? Talk about order. Talk about that. We'll do that in class. Trend change days, and we'll touch on looking at orders. You guys go with that for class? And then next week we'll do what we're going to do today, the zone training. Sound good, guys? Yay, nay? Does that sound good? I mean, this is a perfect day to do this since this happened today. Perfect day for trend change. The trend, how to identify a day where the trend could change. Only Witchy Woman? Anybody else? Is it too spooky? All right. Well, it's chopping around. Let me. All right. Thank you guys. Where's the icebox at? All right. We'll do that today. That'll be a good one today. We talk about orders and possible trend change day in class. Those of you on trial, you're welcome to come to class, by the way. Now's probably a good time. Let me do a couple things here real quick and change. And again, those of you that are on trial, you'll notice we don't use a lot. We use a tick chart, we use a range chart, 15 and 60-minute chart. You don't need should be able to see that. You might need to refresh. There you go, bud. All right. Now the trend is back up. Back into the zone on the YM. Prior swing on the ES. Probably get a decent little possible sell signal from that area. Prior swing. Zone on the YM. I would confirm it with an M at this point, guys. I would confirm anything on the short side right now with an M. M as in for money. Give me 2 seconds. I'll be right back. I have to take a quick break. Be back in a second, guys.
Guys, if you took that breakout to the upside, make sure you got targets off. And hopefully you got a good enough breakout that got you targets off for you. But if for any reason you didn't have an ATM set, get them off, and hopefully we'll see a good move here. And guys, again, just when Coach Brian's gone, I'll just tell you real quick. And again, I'm just a member, guys. I'm not a coach. It's just something I've heard Coach Brian and Coach Paul talk about a lot. Keeping you eyes on them bigger time frame charts, the 60 and the 15 there. Had obviously you see the wicks around those same spots, and they create a double bottom, and it was having a lot of trouble going down. So I don't take a lot of breakouts. So you need to move your stop. Let's see, I would move my stop to about 85. No, I would move it to, wow, it's running up on us. Let's go 86.50 is where I would move my stop to. But that 15-minute chart, guys, and Coach Brian can come on and tell you if I got to stop in a bad place. But with this aggressive run up, we'll probably get some type of pullback here. Hopefully we can stay in the trade. But that 15 and 60-minute chart was telling me stop looking for shorts. Stop looking for shorts. And I took it on SIM, but it's been a great breakout so far. Coach, I seen you move your mouse there, so I'll shut up, and that way you can coach these people through it. But possibly bouncing with that zone. Yeah, guys, I would just say if you've already got some good trades, just me personally, I would make a fielder's choice that if I got a really good trade out of this, just because we are coming into a zone. And as Coach said, when I draw those levels, they're not just places to take trades from; they can be targets. And we're getting a possible sell signal here. We're getting some rejection wicks in that zone, but hopefully we can hold here where our stop is and keep moving in that direction. But if you'll look at the 15, it's filled the bulk of that imbalance on that candle to 60 as well. Still got a little ways to go, but again, that's a great breakout trade. You're looking at, close to a runner right now if you did take the breakout that Coach Brian called out there. So another thing you can look at if you're just here to learn, and I was joking around about it earlier, but when you see it, a lot of times you can get good breakouts from it, is when the range chart, when it starts looking like a piano over there. So from that, let's call it 10:05 time frame to 10:10. Usually when you get a clear close above that on the range, as you've seen happen, price is usually going in that direction. And most of the time, usually don't give that big of a move, but I've took that trade a lot on sim just because it's not my live trade I take all the time, but I take it a lot on sim, and it'll give me 4 or 5 points most of the time when you get it just a clear breakout like that. Obviously, you got to look left, but usually when you look left, that's where that's happening at. So you can see on Coach Brian's chart there where those looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5 or 6, almost looks like piano keys there. So I don't think it's quite hit the stop I called out yet. It's come within a tick or two of it. We may be about to hit it, but either way, great trade if you took that. Great trade. Not a coach, buddy, but I appreciate it. Just remember, I'm still the new guy. I got to be the best student in the room today because I was wrong, little wrong, not way off, but in our pre-market prep. So not wrong on that level though that it broke, and we got good trades from that level. Coach called it out in the room as well. I believe it was that 80, 84 level. We had talked about that in the room and marked it up. Our levels we drew in the morning session have worked out really well. It's consolidated around most of them. It blasted through one of them on that run up, but it didn't with Coach Brian's zone though. You'll look where price has stalled. So Coach Hugo's got the money printer there. I don't know if you guys don't know that. If you're new, Coach Hugo has one of the greatest inventions all time. Ben Franklin don't have anything on him. It's the money printer, and he fires it up every day and allows us to duplicate his patent. All right, guys, we're breaking above that zone. I'd move you stops up. I've got mine now at 89.25. Great trade. And if you came in early, guys, you're probably done for the day. We called out some really good trades in the room, and Coach Brian usually calls out getting a potential sell signal here, but I personally I'm not taking it. No way after what just happened. But we are getting a hook, and it's inside the HMA, getting a arrow on the range chart, but. Why would you want to take it after what just happened? The only thing I can say is, maybe it's just so far overextended, but no way I would personally take that trade. So And again, I know I said that. I don't want to keep saying the same things. Coach Brian's a much better communicator, but guys, keep your eyes on that 60 and that 15. And anytime you start seeing things wick like that, if nothing else, hit pause. But you don't want to be looking for trades in that same direction. And you'll see that day after day after day. We talked about it in the 9 p.m. class last night. I showed them there were 2 areas of the chart I took trades from yesterday. One of them I caught over 6 points on the ES. The other one I locked in 14 points with my last contract. Had a really good day yesterday, and it was all from watching those larger time frames, what's going on in the market, and then letting the market weaken in that direction. And I start looking for a Liberty setup around one of the swings that we drew out in the morning. It's really that simple. And guys, if you're new, again, I'm just going to use this as just a chance to give from my perspective, because we've had so many good trades this morning. Surely, if you're looking for a trade, Coach Brian just put a line on the chart there. M trade. Yeah. One thing I'll tell you guys, just from my perspective, is just, you will not find a club, in my personal opinion, where the coaches want you to be green and want you to be profitable on a daily basis more than these coaches do. I've been in clubs where I've been in dozens of trade rooms. I don't have anything bad to say about any of them. I'll just say something good about this one. Coach, do you want to come on and tell anything about that M trade? Obviously, it's come back down to this indecision area here on the range where it's chopping around, but obviously target's off if you took the M trade. But what I'm saying about the coaches, guys, they'll call out in the room every day. They'll ask people, do you need any ticks? If you're red on the day, let us know and we'll try to find you a trade. But one call, it was a free call with Coach Paul, changed everything for me and my trading. He got me to focus on the right things, and I needed a coach. I just personally did. But guys, it doesn't cost you anything to reach out for a coach. If you're struggling, especially a day like today, you should not be struggling. But if you are, call Paul, reach out to a coach, and they'd be happy to help you. And the members would be happy to help you as well.
I don't know if you guys were paying attention. Hopefully everybody was paying attention there. Better call Paul.
Better call Paul. Oh, thank
Maybe too
you,
many
Win the Day,
disciplines.
for that. That was
Guys, please. I mean, if you didn't hear the direction that Win the Day was giving you and all the things that he was looking at on the charts, and I can't think of a better, a more clear explanation of what you should have been looking at during that time than what Win the Day did for you guys there. So hopefully you guys were listening.
1-800 call Paul. We need to get that.
Thank you, Win the Day, by the way.
I want that.
So yeah. Right. Yeah, guys. I mean,
and that also
Go
goes
ahead.
for any of the members. He was talking to the trials, I know, but if you're a member too, obviously, and you're struggling on a day like today, please reach out. Let's jump on a call. Let's talk this out. Let's figure out what you're doing wrong and fix it.
Yes,
that's what we're here for.
Those that did the M on the YM, get your stop down, tighten that stop up. Possible first touch rule coming up. Starting to chop around this zone here, guys. That's why we have zones. Zones work. The zones work. Look at the zones working. Just look at the range chart. Tell me the zones don't work. Look, this is not complicated stuff, guys. Both YM, ES comes down to a support area. Wicks out of it. Wicks out of it. Anybody? There's how many people were looking at the support areas there from our class a couple weeks ago and thinking about the reversal trade or breakout trade on the long side? I mean, we talked about it well in advance. We said, hey guys, possible breakout. Now, why is it that I don't give you guys exact numbers on breakout trades? But again, guys, you need to really think about what Win Today just said, guys. That's the epitome of somebody who has watched the videos that we provide for you over and over and over, done all the training, has practiced day and night for it took Win Today probably what, 4 months to get to this point, guys. Anybody can do it. Anybody can do it. You've got to be a student of the game. You've got to understand that it's not just showing up and pressing buttons that's going to get you there. It's the practice, it's the homework, it's the spending time reviewing your charts and looking back. If you're not reviewing every single day, if you're not spending that time to review the day, review videos, and review what you did and where you could correct and get better, you're doing it wrong. It's plain and simple. You are doing it wrong if you're not spending the time to do that. And again, after the morning that we've had this morning, guys, how many people got done for the day early before 10? We had virtually every single person that went to boot camp done before 10, and then others done before 10. If you can't see that as a positive, talk to us. We want to help you. I don't know what else we can say is Win Today said it best. Let us help you out, guys. We really, here's the thing about the club. And again, we say this all the time, guys, and I say this, it's not one person. It's a group of people. We're all taking the same trades. We're all looking at the same charts. We're all following the same process. So if there's something that you're getting wrong, don't be upset. Don't leave yourself on an island. This is a better way to put it, right? Don't put yourself on an island, guys. This is a group. This is a club. No one person. Everybody helps everybody here. That's the motto of this place. And we're, again, all doing the same thing. Now below this zone on those that were short on the YM, ES is probably going to fall on the short side now, so you probably get a little break on that. Those that were short on the YM stops down to let's see, 989. Did I see that somebody's want to jump back on the mic for a second? And you probably will have a sell stop on the breakout here with the ES if you wanted to do that, if you want to look at it. Maybe not.
Know your risk.
But again, guys, I say this every day. What if you only traded from the zones with the trend? Well, you had a decent trade at right at close to 10 on the YM. And guess what? You had some pretty decent trades. Well, you had the zone sell signal, but that was not with the trend. So with the trend, you've had one good trade. Tell me that from on the YM, if you went from 828 to 879. Sorry. What was that? 928 to 879 on the YM. That's not a decent trade. Come on. It's 50 ticks here, guys. Stops down on the YM. Who is I think I've got 2 people short on the YM there. But I'm telling you guys, please follow, listen. If you didn't get the gist of what Win Today was talking about there, these areas were planned in advance, well in advance, guys. We can't make this stuff up. Well-planned zones with areas to trade from. Look at the zones, guys. Is that magic or is it just planning? Somebody tell me.
Proper planning.
Look on the YM here. Take a look at the YM, guys. Tell me the zones are. Now, I didn't put the zone in here this morning, which I planned on doing. I just didn't do it because I had a sneaking suspicion that would move down a little bit further, but we can update that. It's pretty simple. We already knew there was a zone there on the YM. Here, we'll update that. But we already knew there was a zone in this area on the YM. Yes, target's off if you took the sell signal. Proper planning. Right, guys? There you go, trucking. Trucking's probably going to be done for the day after this one, too. YM, squeeze your stops a little bit. You're back to a zone on the YM, so you probably want to squeeze your stops down a little bit. You might get a little bit of buy signal here. A bit of a buy signal. I'm try to get one on the chart for you guys here in a minute. So after 10:27, let's see when
10:27.
could a good trade possibly come? I don't know. I think we talked about this earlier. Yeah, probably somewhere around this time,
Right about
guys.
now. Yep, right about now.
Right about now. See, look at that 16 tick rule. 16 tick rule, 9 tick rule on the ES. $16 tick, 9 tick on the ES. Now, that didn't come from prior swing, so probability is a little lower, but still probably going to be a decent trade. You get your targets off and move your stops to a no lose. Everybody that was on the short side, flat. Very simple. Now you get your trades with the trend. YM came right out of a zone there, guys. Oh, trading dogs here.
Uh-oh. Go short.
Oh, trading dogs here. Hey, how many people ended up with a runner on that? Anywhere this morning? I did. I mean, trading dogs showed up, so
Go short.
Hugo needs a runner song. All right. Well, trading dog's never been wrong about her trade calls. That's for sure. Hopefully, you pulled your stops up, guys.
Did Mr. Predicto make the trip home, or did he get left behind?
No, he's here. Mr. Unpredicto, you mean? Mr.
I tried to
Unpredicto.
give it to somebody in the boot camp. They wouldn't take it.
Mr. Unpredicto. All right, let's see. Let's see what Mr. Unpredicto has to say. Give me 1 second, guys. Gotta answer a question real quick.
Yeah, trucking Mr. Unpredicto is what we call him. He's horrible. He can't predict anything.
Just so you guys know, the trading dog has never been wrong,
I said go short. No one listened.
but she only likes short trades.
As soon as you said the trading dog, I said go short.
I know, I heard that.
It would have worked.
Anybody take the sell signal? But that was a decent little sell signal
That
though. We got a
was-
little M on the YM. Got a decent little
Oh, I didn't see the one.
M there on the a little wonky M on the ES.
Yeah, so higher risk than I wanted on that one.
That rally did not last too long.
Was that the reversal? 10:30.
Yeah. Yeah, your 1030 reversal. 10
10:36
10
reversal.
yeah. 1015 reversal.
10:15 reversal.
Yep. It's amazing how well pre-planned zones work, guys. Targets off on the YM, targets off on the ES if you guys did it. Zones working in your all right. Anybody do the short trade? Anyone? Where's D Nice been? I haven't heard from
Haven't seen
her in
her
a
in a
while. I'm
while.
trying to
Yeah.
pick on her. Where's D Nice at? Nice, Rick.
Job, Rick.
Anybody else? Stretch got it. Okay, good job. Little cab grabbed it. Good job. Oh, D Nice is here. She's just being quiet for some reason. There you go, D Nice. Nice. How many times a week do I say this, guys? You guys are on the short side. Everybody's on the short side right now. Roberto, good job.
Stay short.
Trailing, you got a runner. Damien must be gone. On the ES, you got a little bit of a runner coming on here. Bring your stops down to like 80. In this area, guys, you might want to think about being flat or using 81.25, which is the same stop on the way up. So that should either take you out or keep you in the trade. Right above that little consolidation area that we had earlier. And the YM stop, get that down to what is that, 9? I'll use 961. Good job, those of you guys. Everybody needs to be thinking about being done soon for the day. Getting done soon. And here's the point in the day where we're going to ask if you need ticks, if you need some ticks because you did something silly and messed up a little bit, just let us know. We'll help. We will get you the ticks. Possible a little W for me, but I just don't like this little chop zone from earlier, guys. On the ES, YM, it started chopping around here a little bit earlier as well. So again, possible a little W from the zone on the YM, but still a little. Again, if you need ticks, you can private message a coach or myself. Now's a good time probably for us to take a couple minutes. For those of you that are newer, please, while you guys are short and just have your stop in. Again, guys, you just got your stop in. Stop wasn't hit on that. You're still on the short side now, that most of you. YM turned to a downtrend now. So we, what do? We play follow the leader. Follow the leader, guys. Don't make it too complicated. A couple more ticks on the YM stop. Maybe 959, a couple more ticks there. ES, you're only looking for a long right now, or YM, you're only looking for a long. If you get a really clean little W or double bottom, you can probably take a shot on the long side. But again, YM just turned to a downtrend. And so again, those of you, please, those of you on trial, newer, look at my ES screen. Very important tagline here. You can suffer through the pain of discipline, or you can suffer through the pain of losses. You have your rooms, the main trade room available. You guys just start on the right-hand side. Maybe you get that W action going on now. Start on the right-hand side, go down, follow the instructions. You can use the Liberty Toolkit for, I believe it's 10 days or a week to get the zones and the indicators. The indicator, the buy sell indicator. We have a worksheet that you can download. You get the Liberty indicators that tell you exactly what the indicator settings are for us. Don't use a ton of the indicators, so it's not complicated. And we have a how to install the Ninja workspaces if you want to try that. And then you guys, those of you newer on trial, follow just straight down the videos. Now, again, I would sincerely do the videos. I don't know, Wednesday's probably done the videos 20 times each, I would imagine, 100 times. Yeah. Why do you think he's able to jump on the mics? Follow that through, guys. Lots of stuff going on today at noon. Each evening, Wednesday and Thursday for newer people. Monday through Thursday, you want to go to the member meetup and trade review. Today at noon, we have our elite class. We're going to be doing possible trend change days. W, if you guys took the W, targets off. And you should be flat on the short trade. And make sure to read books. If you haven't read the books, those of you who went to the boot camp, how upset will I be if you don't read the books that we have for you? Pretty upset. If you like what you see, what we do, use your affiliate link here to refer somebody to us. You have your own personal link there. You get a little kickback if they become a member. We have a tax person for you. And please join the Discord and download the mobile app so you can stay in tune with what we got going on throughout the day, even if you're not around your trading area. So that's a quick little orientation. Make it a class. Make sure that you're participating in everything that we do. The more you get involved with the other members, the more likely you are to be able to follow along with what we're doing here, guys. It's pretty straightforward, I think, right?
Yep. Pretty straightforward.
Well, Damien,
Need ticks. Uh-oh.
Damien, did your stop start under the swing point? You wouldn't have gotten stopped out. Did you get back in like we talked about in boot camp, Damien? There you go. All right.
Did you get back in?
Nope, he didn't.
He didn't.
All right, let's see what Mr. Unpredicto has to say. Trucking, you still around? Let's see. We're gonna ask if we're gonna be able to get Damien some ticks here. Can we get Damien some ticks?
That is likely outcome.
Okay.
You're screwed, Damien.
You are not trading the rest of the day, Damien.
You're screwed, buddy.
Turn the computer off.
All right. I did call the W long. Who's getting a piece of the W long, guys? Who didn't put, other than Damien, who put their stop too tight?
Bingo.
Stretch. Nice.
Bingo.
Oh, I know. Mr. P is always wrong. Mr. Predicto is Mr. Unpredicto. Stops up. Good job, D. Nice. Stretch. Okay. Decent little W. I did call it, guys. Right? You guys, everybody heard me call it? I believe so, right? And last comment of the day is, might want to confirm your trades with the W's and the M's. I'm just going to say this one more time. You might want to squeeze your YM. You probably need to be at 984, 32,984 on the stop. It's minimum stop. Yes. Probably where we have it right there. At like 80, maybe 88 even. Try to let it push through that prior swing. Nice stretch. Way to go. Had a lot going on this morning. I was trying to get a trade on the screen for you guys, but I just haven't. Every time there was a good opportunity, I was trying to walk you guys through something else. You're probably flat on the YM, so you might want to squeeze that stop on the ES a little bit, maybe. I'm going to call this, I always say it, dealer's choice, fielder's choice, whatever you want to make. Lock in the number of ticks on the long side that you want locked in, both YM, ES. If you want to try to stay in the YM, yeah, you may have gotten stopped out of the YM, but you want to try to stay in, put your stop right under that just little retracement there. It's probably going to try to take you out anyway. I think the ES is probably going to do that as well at the top of that swing. Trades from the zones with the trend. Guess what, guys? Zones work. This is why we plan zones. You guys are probably flat on that. Nice little long trade for you guys. Good job. And as you guys see, I try to put this. Chucking wants to know who Boot Camp Betty was. Well, most of it was Witchy Woman.
Yep.
And we started Farouk. Farouk had Boot Camp Betty for a minute, but then he realized that you don't want Boot Camp Betty at boot camp, so he turned that over really quick and got going in the right direction.
Welcome to Liberty Trading Club, everyone. Paulina here. Hopefully you enjoyed our live stream this morning. If you're interested in joining us live in our trade room for live trade calls, visit libertytradingclub.com and register for your 3-day trial. During your trial with us, you'll have access to live trade calls, participation in chat to have questions answered by our coaches, as well as access to our training modules, member meetups, and indicators. After your first 3 days, it's just $149 a month for trade room access. Please like, subscribe, and share.